This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Resist, make it.
Yes, sir.
Is this you, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. You want to come out and I got to go over the package with you. I don't want anybody in the house to hear anything, okay? It's just it's kind of a sensitive matter, if you don't mind talking about it. It's about some conversations you've been having online, okay? I know you got your kids here. I don't want to embarrass you in front of them. Look, man, my name's Brian Garden. I'm with Youth Protectors.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you kind of, from that, you understand why I'm here, right?
I got
okay.
you.
All right, cool. I appreciate you. Look, I'm not a cop, okay? I'm recording for safety reasons just because, you know, I'm not here to hurt you. I don't expect you're going to try to hurt me, right?
No.
We cool? Cool?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm doing you a major courtesy by coming here and talking to you rather than an alternative, you know what I'm saying? So, how long have you been talking to this one? Shit, she was... let me see if I can find a picture of her in here. You know who I'm talking about? What her name is?
There's been a couple I've talked to until
Right.
they tell me their actual age.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get off of it with them.
Okay. Unfortunately,
You know,
this one's
and
different. Okay.
There's one that I was talking to, she keeps telling me, you know, she's older, and she goes back to...
This one, do you remember this one's name? I'm trying to find you a picture real quick. What were the names of the ones you spoke to?
Oh, Jesus, I don't
That
even
one there.
remember.
Remember her name?
Shit, I think she said her name was...
Yeah, okay, good. That is the one we're talking about, okay. So, unfortunately, you know, I do have quite a bit of stuff here, you know, and like I said, man, I'm not here to judge you or anything like that. I'm the least judge, you know, I'm not that type, okay? We believe that there's more than one ways to solve issues like this, okay? And it's not always trouble. Yeah, I know you've got a decent business, you're successful, you got kids, and do you have sole custody of the kids?
You know, my kids, my wife, myself,
Okay.
we all live here.
Oh, your wife still lives here too? Oh, okay, I thought you were going through a divorce.
No.
Okay, from the chats here.
There's some other people that have actually been into my account also.
Yeah.
I have been hacked like 6 times.
Right, okay.
And there's been some shit that has been put out there that
Right.
I have not even ever put up online.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I got to be honest with you that we can't use the hacked excuse on this one. You know what I mean? 'Cause, we got your pictures, you know, selfies and stuff that hackers wouldn't have. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but
So,
there has been some
I
that
understand.
have been hacked.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I get that. I understand. Now, I'll be honest with you. That kind of we get that a lot, you know, when we go out to try to talk to somebody and help them out. And, you know, like I said, my goal here is just basically to kind of talk about it. It's uncomfortable, but see if we can't maybe get you to maybe voluntarily, maybe get yourself some help, maybe talk to somebody, you know. Like I said, I'm not going to blow you up in front of your family. I'm not going to do that. I'll keep it totally, you know, quiet. But I really believe like you need some help, man, because like this can't continue.
No,
You know what
I
mean?
understand that.
So, and like I said, I apologize. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's kind of what we do, and it's kind of my job to make sure I read you some of these because it's,
No,
you know.
I know.
All right. So, you'd asked her for some pictures. That's pretty innocent, not too big of a deal. Is that your phone number there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think I put up on my shit, but whatever.
I'm not putting it out there, bro. Okay. Like I said, I'm not here to screw you over anything, you know. Yeah, these are some of the stuff I wanted to talk to you about. Like you got pretty explicit. You said you wanted to take your hand and play with her, shove those couple of fingers into her mouth so that she can taste herself. I said I would love for you to have your hand on my shit. You remember saying that stuff?
I remember saying that.
Okay.
But
I appreciate it.
that's probably one of those times which, you know, I was talking to someone and
They told you a different age, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, well, in that case, what about...
I'm not trying to lie to you.
I know, and
I'm
I that's
honest.
why... So look, dude, I kind of have a gift of picking people, okay? I get to handpick the ones I want to talk to, the ones I think that are reachable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my group says I'm kind of have a gift at picking people that are good to work with that I can actually have, you know, get some help. So that's why I'm here, you know. So this is going to be uncomfortable, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to ask you questions that I already know the answers to, okay? Like I already know. So, you know, but it's part of me just kind of getting you to realize the situation and how crucial it is. So, so you said you want to feel her little stretching. You said that and slide all the way in there. So like you were referring to her as being small because she's young. Here's where you said you guys have I guess you and your wife, you have a son and 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
This part is one of the most
got it.
disturbing parts here.
I have a son and 1 daughter.
Okay. Well, you said here that you had 2 daughters, but it might have been a typo. But you said he turns years old, and you said this is, I guess, a scenario where you said that this 10-year-old's having with him, and he ends up inside her. And then she says, well, I might get pregnant. And you said, I would be okay with it as long as he didn't get his sisters pregnant. Is there anything going on with the kids, man?
No.
Between the kids? Like
No,
the
my
daughter
son
and
is
the son?
22 and my daughter is 19.
Okay.
Well, will be 19 and she's off in Albany, Michigan.
Right. Okay,
at college.
So this is more just role playing with her on this one then? Is that what you were doing?
Probably.
Okay.
And I honestly don't really remember saying that, but
Right.
okay.
Okay. Do you drink?
No.
No? Okay. You do any drugs or anything
No.
like that where you'd be, you know, okay, to where you couldn't remember?
No. 'Cause
Any mental issues? You seem normal.
I get
Okay.
DOT'd every couple of months.
Yeah. I figured that
You
with the
know,
truck. That's why I was,
exactly.
you know, so. Here she asked you how little you wanted. I think there was some conversations about you getting her to join in, like have a friend join in with you guys. And you had said that 8 years old was your youngest. Can I ask you a personal question, brother? And like I said, man, I know this is uncomfortable, man. Yeah, I know it sucks, but
8
man,
years old, that's
Yeah.
No.
yeah, it's unfortunate. It's what you told this one, and I don't think you're that type. I don't really think
No.
that you're like that. But the personal question I like to ask you, and this is all because this is a lot of psychological shit here. You know, I usually find out that there's just some psychological issues with people like yourself that are doing this kind of thing. Has there ever been anything that's happened to you as a child that you could remember?
No, not that I can remember.
No. How long have you kind of had these desires with ones?
I really haven't.
Really haven't?
No. That's why
what about
some of
this?
this
Like, how
is
is
kind of
this?
crazy.
I know it is crazy. I agree.
Because I don't have any issues with young people. I mean,
Can you kind of give me an idea?
Neighbors that got young kids, and
Yeah.
it's way out of it.
Right. Can you kind of give me an idea of how to grasp what your motive was with this then, and why these things were said?
I have no clue.
You don't know what was going through your mind at the time?
I honestly don't.
Were you going through any kind of like stressful issues or
No.
anything like that? Your wife and you fighting or anything like that? Okay.
We have not had any issues.
No. Okay.
I mean, we're 100%.
That's
I
good.
mean,
That's good. Okay.
8 years old. It's too. Okay.
Yeah, it's too young. Well, too young. This one here was, and you were pretty, pretty graphic, bro. You know what I mean? We can't have this. We got to get you to stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you agree you're going to stop doing this, right?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. So let's see. There was one part in here where you had talked about getting this girl pregnant, and that's what I'm trying to look for here. That was really disturbing. I want to talk to you about that. Okay.
I don't think if anyone pregnant, it wouldn't be until they were over 18. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you actually bring it up in this conversation, brother.
Well, maybe I don't remember, but I wouldn't even think about that because they were 18.
This one's another one here. Do you like macaroni and cheese?
No.
No. I
can't stand it.
No. Okay. Well, there was a guy.
Well,
There was a guy I spoke to that one of his things. Go ahead.
I had macaroni and cheese so often when I was a kid that I got sick of that shit.
Yeah. Well, you made a comment here that kind of resembles another gentleman that my group had found some help for as well, and he was doing this type of thing with macaroni and cheese that he would prepare for his family. But right here, you said, "How would you feel if I made you breakfast and for you and I in it?" Like, what would kind of compel you to say that? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Ooh.
Don't know why you said it.
No, because I don't even remember saying that.
Yeah. Once it's nice and hard, I want to put it inside your nice and slow until I'm all the way in you. So let me ask you this: the internet's a sick thing these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really kind of warped some good people, and I consider you a good person. I don't consider you as a really horrible person that's gonna go out and, I don't think you're out handing out free balloons at the park. You know what I mean?
No, not.
So, what kind of? Because I personally, I have a theory. I don't want to kind of bring it out yet, but I kind of have a theory of what could have maybe caused this for you. Not really you in particular, but most people. This kind of stuff develops, and a lot of it is like some of the apps and stuff that they've seen, like Telegram and stuff like that. And I know you had Telegram at some point. I don't know if you still have it, but
No, I had it. It's been years since I've had Telegram.
right, okay,
I can't remember when I had Telegram last.
right.
Well, actually, I don't think I've had Telegram since I've had my number changed.
Okay, here's the part I was talking about, and I apologize for this being so uncomfortable, but you said, what are you going to do with my I do hope that you decide that you're really for kids and give me a daughter as beautiful as you are. And she said, what would you do with our daughter? And you said, what she's about. I would love to start having with her. Talking about having a child with this one.
No.
I mean,
I've got year-old neighbors' kids that
Yeah.
I don't even want to
right.
be around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Unfortunately, man, like I said, I'm not judging you, bro, okay? But I know that you wrote that, okay? I'm just gonna be straight honest with you, man. And it's okay.
I may have wrote something like that, but I don't
Yeah.
remember. I may have had a different age in there. you know, because if I do anything, I use talk and text.
Right. Well, there's
I
a
don't try to.
if it was the talk and text that did it, it'd be a lot of mistakes, and you seem to be talking pretty clear to me. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
talk and text don't usually pick up the no teeth and
Yeah, well, I
all that
understand.
crap,
I have
you
no
know.
teeth on my top, and it doesn't say that stuff to people. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I know, but I'm just
You
saying.
know, so, but let me kind of explain what our group does and why I'm here. Okay, this obviously is concerning. I had to fight real hard with my supervisor to let me come out here and talk to you instead of doing something else with it because of those particular comments. Okay, but I convinced him to let me come talk to you and see if we can't, you know, get you some kind of help, get you to agree to maybe just on your own get some kind of help, you know, because I truly 100%, I've been doing this a long time and I believe you need some help. Okay, I'm going to dismiss the fact that you used talk to text and it was an accident because I know it wasn't.
No, I mean, there is some I do talk and text. I mean,
Yeah.
I do a lot of that because
I
I
understand.
hate trying to type on the phone.
Yeah, and I get that. I do the same thing, okay? But mainly because I don't spell so well, you know what I mean? So talk to text does it for me, right?
Exactly.
You know? So, you know, but the fact that the conversations here all kind of round this, do the same thing. I mean, they all come around to the same thing. And there's a lot of it, obviously, you know, so that's why I say it wasn't mistakes, because if that was the case, it'd be on, you'd have a mistake on every page that just happened to all relate to the same shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, I know that you messaged all this stuff. I know you wrote this kind of thing. I know it wasn't an accident.
No, I'm, you know,
You know.
you know, like
Yeah.
I said, you know, sometimes they tell you their age, and then
Yeah.
you lose them for a day or so, and then they come back and they say they're a different age. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's-
Right. Well, this one told you right in the very beginning. So this is the very, very first chat page where you said hi first, and then she said she was what's up, and then it goes on from there. You know, I think there's another couple times in here where she brings it up and she asks you about what kind of age would you like for her to bring into the relationship, and that was where you said, you know, like years old, I think said was the youngest. And then like here, I figured you got scared since I'm and you left, and you said, no, I'm not scared. I really wish we could get together. So I mean, that's you literally verifying right after it. But I'm not harping on you, bro. I'm just, only reason I'm pointing this out to you so that you can be honest with me, because that's where I have to
I'm
have.
trying to be honest with
Okay.
you. I don't
You know,
remember a lot of that, but
I get it. I wouldn't want to remember it if I had wrote that stuff. Fair enough. You know what I mean? I would want to try to, you know, forget it because, you know, now that it's, you know, serious. So I'm not going to embarrass you. I'm not going to keep reading this stuff because, you know what's here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did you send her any pictures?
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. See, I didn't see any in here. Okay. I really didn't. So I didn't print them all out. That's why I was wondering if I just happened to miss some of them.
No.
But let me ask you this. I know that she's not the only one because I have others in there. I didn't pull them out because this one was, to me, was the most disturbing. How many others have you talked to on average? Just can I have an idea?
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay. And just be honest, man. What was their ages?
I think there was a 30-year-old.
Okay, obviously I don't care about of age, you know, I'm talking about the young ones, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think there was one that said she was.
Okay, and that's still, you know, that's illegal, which I'm not here about legal or illegal, that I don't care about that, I'm not law enforcement, but we're talking about kids.
No, I know. I think there was one that said she was 15.
15?
The 15 and 17-year-old I didn't even talk to once I found out about that.
Okay, so.
The 30-year-old, yeah, I was talking to her, but
Right.
that was.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you a little bit more of my cards here, okay?
Okay.
Our group is very skilled, you know, and I'll be honest with you, our group does the other end of it where we just turn it over, okay? But, you know, also we have my side, which is where we're at now, okay? And one of the things that our group, my supervisor in particular, won't let me work with somebody unless they agree to get rid of some of the stuff that they've come across, okay? So what I'm referring to is we do have techs that are able to remotely get into people's phones, okay? I don't know if you've noticed anything happening with your phone, with your volume or anything like that happening.
My phone has shut off a couple of times in the past year, but I believe that was due to the battery.
Right, yeah. So A lot of times it's like the volume will go randomly go all the way down or all the way up in the middle of you using it, and that's usually because there's like a door in between the volume section where our techs can get into. Okay, so but anyway, they've been in your phone, okay, and they have seen some, let's just say, okay, you know what it is.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got you.
so they've seen it in your phone. Can you kind of tell me where it came from, because we need to get rid of it?
Honestly, it was sent to me by somebody else.
Okay, okay. Was that person an adult or underage?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Is there a way that maybe you can call me later on if you can find that? What website was it?
Off of that one right there, off of Meet 24.
Meet 24.
I
Okay.
met somebody on there that was sending me some stupid shit.
Right. What was the lowest age of that stuff that they sent you? Was it a guy or a girl that sent it to you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I honestly don't know. It
Okay.
was just some random off of there. I
Okay.
think it was a guy.
Okay. Okay. What was the youngest age of those that was sent to you?
I think
Okay. And was
14
it
or 15.
was it a female or a male boy, or a little girl, little boy, or what?
I think it was a girl.
Okay.
But
Now,
they were all
I'm not
clothed.
judging you, but are you? No, I'm not talking about the clothed ones. I'm talking about, well, obviously stands for child. Okay, so that's what I'm
But
talking about.
I'm just saying, I think a couple of them were clothed. I think a couple of them were not clothed.
Yeah. Okay, so the ones that weren't clothed, can you kind of tell me what they were doing in those?
I honestly don't remember because I didn't look at them. I saw them and just kicked them.
Okay, because so our tech has seen some in there, and we've got to get rid of them. Can you kind of give me an idea how many we need to get rid of off of there, so that way we can get it taken care of for you? You don't know. Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Do you think it's over 50?
No, I think it's maybe like 3 or 4.
Just 3 or 4. Okay,
Because
that's actually
as
pretty
soon as
easy.
they came, I just kicked. I didn't even really look at them.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So I will tell you this though. I will tell you that we do know they're reviewed, because
Yeah,
we
because
can tell if they've
you
been
open
open or
it
not.
and
Yeah,
see what's
Yeah.
going on. No,
yeah,
kick it.
yeah. So why don't you tell me about the videos? How many videos were there? I know there was the pictures, but I also know about the videos.
Videos.
Yeah, there were some short videos, I believe, of some on there that was either sent to you or maybe you got it off of Telegram. That's why I was asking about
I
Telegram.
haven't had Telegram in a while,
Okay.
so it had to have been sent to me. And
Okay.
I honestly don't remember even
Okay.
looking at it.
Okay, so let me explain this to you. When you delete stuff,
Mhm.
and this is all phones, iPhones, Androids, it don't matter, okay? All phones, when you delete them, they're not deleted. They're still there to be
Gotcha.
seen by people like my techs or law enforcement if they want to, okay? And so where I'm getting at here is that for me to be able to help you is we gotta work together and get rid of all that shit.
That's fine.
Okay, so we have a device, and it's totally to protect your ass. Okay, it's going to come in the mail. Before we're done here, we'll figure out what we need to send you. It would be a small box. We got a small box that would do 50 or less. The medium box is like up to 100, and if it's over 100, we'll have to do a big box. If it's way more than 100, we'll give you 2 boxes. But what it is, it's going to come in the mail. It's very discreet. Even if your wife sees it, she won't know what it is. Okay, and you can just tell her it's a remote charger. It looks what it looks like. It's what it looks like.
Okay.
And you're going to plug it into your phone. It's going to run an app or like a program, and it uses AI. Now, this box is analog, has no communicational abilities at all. It doesn't send anything out, and it doesn't retrieve anything, okay, coming in or out.
Okay.
So what it's going to do, it's going to get rid of all of your stuff that you've ever had on there that's been deleted, okay?
Okay.
And then anything that is still currently in there, it'll also get rid of those. But what's important is that I send you the right one, okay?
Okay.
If I send you the small box and you've erased, say you've erased 60, 70 in the last, year or even, okay? They're always there. So if there's a bunch of them that's been deleted over the period of time, that box is going to overheat like a mother, all right?
Okay.
And you're going to have to get a different box. And I'll be honest with you, if that happens, it's going to suck for me,
No, I
okay?
can understand.
And when you're done with the box, throw it away, throw it in the trash, burn it, I don't care, don't matter. Once it pulls it out, it can't be retrieved, okay? Just throw it away. But we have to get rid of them because if my group, for me to walk away after a conversation, that be it, we have to know that you're willing to not have any access to it anymore. And as long as it's there that my techs can see, then you have access to it. They know, well, even if you don't know how to do it, it's a possibility for you to retrieve them, and they don't want that. They don't want you to have access to this stuff no more.
I got you.
Okay, and I'm going to be honest with you too. My techs are going to still kind of keep an eye on you for a few months, and then they may pop in every now and then just to kind of check and see what you're up to, okay?
That's fine.
Because they want to make sure you're not going to relapse.
No, that's fine.
I'll be honest with you, this is a type of an addiction that's a problem, you know what I mean?
No, I know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
like I said, I'm not like, I've
Yeah.
raised a daughter, I've raised a son.
Right.
I'm in a nice neighborhood. I'm trying to keep myself straight.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and
Is there anything that you know that would cause you to do this? Like just seeing it online maybe is all it is, or what? Like, because it warps the mind.
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, I can honestly tell you it's,
Sorry, dude, my ass itches.
how do I say it? When you go online, you see a beautiful woman, you know, like,
Yeah.
maybe I should have looked at the age a little better. Maybe I should have paid a little more attention.
Well,
Okay, yeah, okay.
So you and I were almost on the same page. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, but you know, you knew the age. Let's be honest. You know what I'm
I know.
saying? Okay.
I'm just saying I
So-
should have paid a little more attention and
Yeah.
said, you know what? No, forget that.
Yeah. You should. There's a part where you should have been like, okay, this is wrong. I can't do this.
Yeah.
But there was something there that made you go further, and that's what I want to get to. Like, do you know what it is that caused you to have this desire?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I
Well-
mean, it's just,
Would you be willing to like remotely speak to somebody, a professional? You know, it's no cost. I mean,
yeah, I could do that.
you know. Okay. I would
don't
like
have
for
an
you
issue
to.
with that.
I would like for you to reach out to maybe somebody locally. Look for a professional that you could talk to, and see if you can you can mention youth protectors to them. Let them know that we asked you to do it. I don't know if they're in this area, if they're really familiar with us, because we're actually more from Chicago. We have
Well,
we
I
do a lot
work
of.
in Illinois, so I
Oh, you
can
do? Okay.
find somebody up there.
Okay, so they might know who we are. We're a pretty big group, and we help a lot of people. So if you tell them that, you know, Brian Garden got a hold of you from Youth Protectors and wanted you to seek out some help, then they may be able to get you somebody that you could talk to. You know, and you
Yeah.
can a lot of times, ever since COVID happened, you know, they have a lot of phone call type service. You know, so you don't have to physically go into an office and stuff. You know. I think that would be a good step for you, okay? And it's something you can keep away from the wife and stuff and not let them know what you're doing, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to blow you up. I'm not going to tell them about this, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, but we need our next step after, like I said, when I leave, before I leave, actually, I need to kind of get an idea. Which box should I send you, like as far as how many has been deleted and how many you have on there? Like, because if I send you the small box and it doesn't cover it, it'll be, you
How
know,
many does a small box cover?
50 or less, and that's deleted or saved.
I don't think it's been more than 50.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, like over a even like over a period of the life of the phone. Like, how long have you had that phone?
I've had that phone for 4 years.
4 years. Okay,
I
so
just
I'll be
started
honest with you.
getting into this shit within the
Gotcha.
last year.
Well, you know what? I just assumed a year because I know you'd said in here that you got a new iPhone 12, and I was like, okay, well then, luckily he hasn't had that very long.
Well, I got hacked 3 years ago,
Yeah.
or 2 years ago. And that's when I got my new iPhone 12.
Okay.
But I just started into that like within the last year.
You started getting into this about a year ago. Okay. Did it start with Telegram? Was that at the app that you kind of started
No,
seeing this kind of stuff on?
I didn't see. When I had Telegram, I was using it for work,
Oh, okay.
and that's all I used it for.
Right.
Because we would be in certain areas where we didn't have phone reception. But
Okay.
Telegram would work,
Gotcha. Okay.
and
Yeah.
we would use it to communicate.
Right. Okay.
And then we had certain spots where Telegram didn't work and our phones wouldn't work, and we used something else. I forget what the hell it was.
Yeah. Okay.
But it wasn't through our phone. You know, it was through, what the hell was it? It was, oh shit, I forget what the hell it was now. It was, It was something the company paid for.
Okay.
On that.
Was it one of those like encrypted apps?
No, it wasn't even an app. It was on. Oh shit! They were voice pagers.
Okay. Okay.
But we were able to communicate on those. But radios, phones, you couldn't.
Yeah.
use.
Okay. Kind of like a Motorola type.
Yeah.
One. Okay. So when you had Telegram, you had it for honest reasons, for work, and stuff, right? Okay. The only problem with Telegram, and I'll be honest, our group has got court against. We got a big court thing against them in October, the end of October, the last Tuesday of October, and we're lobbying against Telegram for the stuff that they're doing. You know, we're trying to get restrictions put on Telegram. Okay.
No, I understand.
You know what I mean? Because I'm assuming, and you can just tell me if I'm right or wrong, but have you seen some shit on Telegram, you know, that was questionable with the young ones?
Honestly, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Damn, okay. Well,
Because it's
because
been
you're
so
kind of
long
my
since
eyes
I-
on Telegram. That's why I talk to people like yourself, and I also try to get some help about Telegram before we go to court, because the more I have against them, the better. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So, like, I assumed you'd probably seen some of that, because you said somebody had sent it to you. I didn't know if they sent it through Telegram.
I think it was through that Meet 24.
Meet 24.
Because
Okay.
that's the thing I've been on lately. You know?
Gotcha.
And honestly, it's been, I don't know, hit and skip with a bunch of that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So on Meet 24, the ones that sent it to you, were they groups or just individuals?
I think it was group.
A group, okay.
Honestly.
If you were able to pull it, would you be able to pull it up and show me, maybe recognize which one it sent you? Because those are the ones where I'm actually after, is the ones producing it and putting it out there.
I would actually have to go back and look and see, because
Yeah.
right now my phone's not even here.
Oh, it's not even here?
No, it's in Valparaiso, Indiana, getting fixed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I blew up the back screen on it, and the battery took a shit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It would only stay on for like an hour at a time.
Right,
So I
right,
had to leave it plugged in.
right. So you sent it off somewhere?
My son works on phones during the day.
Oh, does he? Okay.
He works
cool.
at Batteries Plus,
Gotcha. Okay.
and he's got my phone right now.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Could you maybe give him a call? What's wrong? They're not here for us. Don't worry about that. They're not here for us.
Well, it's just weird to see a Portage come
Yeah,
from
no,
my
I get it.
neighborhood.
I get it. Especially with this, don't worry. All right, hey, if he comes up here, which I don't think he's here for us. My buddy was.
Oh, you know what? He may even be here for the window that got busted a year.
Gotcha.
a couple
How you
weeks
doing?
ago.
I'll act like we're doing an interview.
No,
We're just doing an interview. You agree though that you're not going to talk to the year-old no more, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And any of the child you have on your phone, you promise you're going to
Yes, sir.
not do that no more.
Yes,
You're not going to deal with the child no more, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you promise.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what we're here for. We've been having a conversation. He's been talking to year-olds highly explicitly, really bad, disturbing stuff. And we've been here talking about these conversations he's been having with this one. And I believe you said you've talked to, what, 2 or 3 more others than
Yes,
this
sir.
one? So he's been talking to a total of maybe about 4 or 5 in total of very young. I believe you said 8 years old was the youngest.
Yes.
Okay. All of them were
Are these
fairly.
these fake kids?
Yeah, the ones that he's been talking to, other than this one, of course. Yeah, this one here is one of mine, but
One of your own kids?
no, one of my group, part of our group. Okay, obviously, I'm sure you know what we do, right? So
Kind of,
okay,
vaguely.
yeah. So this is a decoy, what we would call. Okay, but
So it's
yeah.
not a real kid.
this one here is not, no. But
Okay.
our conversation here, and the reason we called you is because of some of the admittance that he gave us here today, which is what he has viewed on there, which is the child he's viewed. He's received it from another individual on Meet 24. Those are the crimes that we have you here for, is that he's admitted to those crimes, which are very, very serious, obviously. But he has an addiction to children, and so that's what we're here to address.
Your spouse here?
Yes.
I was here a couple weeks ago for something completely else.
Yes. Busted window.
Does she know about this?
No.
She does not.
My supervisor's on his way too.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you want to talk to your wife about this?
Is she here?
Yes.
Portage, remember, there's no problem.
Was that yes, if she's here, or yes, you want to talk to her about it? There's a healing process that has to happen here, man. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
know.
And I know it's not easy, but this is something you need to talk about, and you need to get it out there.
Yes, I know.
And she's gonna find out. I'm not gonna do it, but it probably should come from you. And I'll be honest with it, there's gonna be some consequences from this legally, I'm sure. That's why he's here. And you know, she's gonna find out that way. So you can, you know, it's up to you. I'm not gonna force you to, but
Yeah.
I don't know that it's good for you to go inside, but maybe you can bring her out here if you
Well,
want
she's
to.
in her pajamas. Not right now, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Do you have ID on you?
No, I don't.
Do you want to go inside and grab your ID?
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
There you go. How you doing, sir? I'm the one you're gonna want to talk to. So,
Oh, three of you guys together?
There's my cameraman, yeah.
Okay.
But my name's Aaron.
I don't shake hands. No big
You
deal.
don't shake hands?
No, I'm sorry.
No problem, buddy. So this guy here, he's been messaging young children online. Very, very very disturbing conversations. And he has admitted to me here that he has been viewing child porn online. He's had several of them sent to him. The youngest is 8 years old. And he's been talking to a total of, I think, 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay.
Outside of this one, of course. Of course, this one is a decoy. It works for us. However,
Did you guys have all the conversations and
yes, sir.
electronic
Yes,
information
sir.
for us?
So
Perfect.
absolutely, yeah. So we're a group called Portage, Illinois. We're a chapter of Portage, South Texas, which is
We've
the
had
law.
a group out here.
Okay, that was probably us. That was probably Alex, maybe.
Okay.
Big guy, red beard.
No, this is
No.
a different guy.
Okay. Well, we have
This is in Northwest Indiana.
Oh,
Catchers.
yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah,
Okay.
different
yeah,
group, but
different
yep.
group. But so you know how it's done. So once I cut the footage, you know, and everything, once it's all done, then I'll take the SD card out, put it in my laptop to get the video, and then I will put that in here, which will be the SD card with the full video and all of the chat logs, the Google Drive,
Perfect.
everything.
Great.
So yeah.
All right.
But he went inside with him to get
See
his
what you
ID.
got for right now.
Okay, yeah. So we talked about getting her pregnant, and then the two of them also having with the kids after when they grow up to be about 6 years old.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you have that and flip through it. I'm gonna give all that to you as well, and those are just like some of them are just like key points. The Google Drive will have everything.
All right. Is he on call right now? All right. Appreciate it. Did he attempt to meet up with your guys' decoy?
There was some talk about it. I don't know that there was an actual physical attempt to though.
Okay. So normally for us, you know, for child solicitation, we need, you know, him attempting to lure the juvenile out away from the parents, obviously.
Yeah. So
He's
have
going to actually reach out to a detective right
Okay,
now that's
cool.
on call.
good deal.
Do we have a dissemination of harmful material? Did he like send any pics or anything like that?
He did not send pics of this one
Okay.
that I know of that I have printed out.
Okay.
But I can verify that with my decoy. But he did in the interview, he did admit that he's had some sent to him.
Okay.
So I do this whole thing about like a box. I tell him that we have a box to get rid of them and stuff, and I asked him about how. I was like, a small box will do like 50 or less, you know, blah blah. And so I mean, he kind of led to that. He's had quite a bit in there.
Okay. I'll let you go ahead and put that back in order.
Nope, it wasn't in order to begin with. So
Oh, okay. All right.
the Google Drive has an order though.
not my personal fault, but
Where?
out being repaired right now.
Where's that?
My son has it in Valparaiso, Indiana,
Okay.
at Batteries Plus.
Yeah. If you want to show me some of the stuff.
So yeah, like here's where he had told her that he wanted to have kids with this year-old. He said, I would also love to have a son. That way he and I can share the three of you. Talking about her and the two girls. He wanted to have twin girls.
Okay.
He also asked her how she would feel if he got up and made her breakfast and he in her breakfast, and would she like that, and then would she eat it? So like I said, when I say disturbing, I meant disturbing.
Yeah. No,
You know?
completely understand.
Yep. So, and it's I mean, almost every single page here has got something disturbing in it. For several of his own pictures and screenshots of himself.
And
You know.
explicit photos of himself.
So he did not send any pictures that I've seen in this file. I asked him about it, and he said he didn't.
Okay.
But he did admit to me on camera that he's had some sent to him by others. A group on Meet 24 had sent him some videos and pictures. He said the youngest one was about 8 years old.
Okay. Are you willing to come out of the station to sort this out? Talk to one of our detectives?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I will give you information here. in a
Yeah.
second.
No problem.
I can run him down. See, you coming in?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We can.
Yeah, let's go over here. And I'm mic'd up now, for still, so I'm just going to give you my ID.
I'm on too.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind if you are, but I don't want YouTube's hearing my information. So, and then when you're done with that, I'll write my phone number down for you as well. And like I was telling your partner there, that as soon as we cut the camera footage, when this is all done, I'll pull the SD card out. I'll make a copy on my laptop in the van here.
Okay.
And then I'll pull the SD card and give it to you. And the SD card already has the full Google Drive and everything already saved on it. So you're going to have literally everything you need on that drive. On the SD
Want me to
card.
move, boss?
No, he's good. He's filming us.
Okay.
Appreciate it though.
Yeah, no problem. Is this your current address?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long was the drive for you?
So we're from Southern Illinois. We just we came down. We actually was up in Minnesota
nice.
yesterday, and then we were over outside of Chicago this morning, and then we came here. So this is a third one on this trip.
How close are you from Lewiston, Edwardsville?
I don't know. You know where Carbondale is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at,
Okay.
down that area. Pretty southern. But yeah, we travel all over.
Can you write down your phone number for me?
Yep.
199. 20 in Johnson. Near the red carpet lounge. It's going to be a white PMC Blazer and a
There you
blue
go.
Ford SUV to go on the road to go there.
So how long has this been going on?
This one I'm not sure. I can clarify and find out for you though. Like I said, the Google Drive will literally have everything.
Okay, perfect.
It'll have, so we do also like a screen recording, so that way you could see from beginning all the way to the
Like
end.
the whole conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these aren't in order, obviously, but that's going to be completely in order.
Okay.
So she'll have, Decoy have her information in there as well. Everything's on there.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She's fake though, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to clarify that.
Yeah.
I know I've asked you probably like 4
Yeah.
times.
So, obviously, like, there's some places that won't arrest due to the fact that it's not a real kid.
Yeah.
But that's why we do the interview, because I come out here, I get the trust, and I get them to admit to the other stuff that's arrestable, which is, like, receiving child on his phone that he clearly admitted to,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And
I
also
know
the fact that
gonna be
he's
talking to a detective right now. It's
Yeah.
kind of over my head at this point.
yeah.
He's probably going to write a basic report of me showing up here,
Right.
and then it's kind of in the detective's hands at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's obviously he is going to go to speak with the detective right now,
Good. Okay.
and then because they're coming out or coming in, I should say.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go from there, and then
Cool.
we'll probably take him to jail after that.
Yeah,
But,
right on. Cool.
That's what we're going to be doing for sure.
Sounds good.
And he
Sounds
said
good.
he wanted to go talk to the detective
Good.
too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Good. Very cool.
Yeah, we kind of take it seriously. I was literally, I was here like about
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
That actually worked out because, see, part of my vouch, what I did called the vouch when I just turned to
Yeah.
him and surprised him and say, okay, so you've been doing this, you agree not to do it no more. It's called a vouch.
Yeah.
The best way that works is if he's completely believes me all the way up until you walk up there. So when you pulled up, he was suspicious. But luckily, he was like, oh, he's probably here about the window. I'm like, oh, probably. So it worked out.
Yeah.
Because I had his trust up until you walked up there. And when I do the vouch, he didn't have a moment to even think. And that's how it works, you know, because they don't have a chance to think, to lie, or,
Yeah.
you know.
So I was like, remember me? You know, I was literally here, and then still busted. You can see where
Yeah.
the BB hit the window, and I
Yeah.
took the report and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, he's got several neighbors with young kids and stuff. It's scary.
yeah. Be right back.
No problem. Get that on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
Thank you. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, buddy.
If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.